Hello, good evening everyone, how are we all doing? Welcome back to Aussie No Mans and carrying on from our, what I called our Start From Scratch series, but yeah, it's big. And we're carrying on, we've got Harvest to do, Sorghum, halfway through it, we got halfway through it last week, so we're going to get this finished off and hopefully get this field all flipped over and get a new crop into it. So that is the plan, welcome along, nice to see you all. In Braxton, sorry you can't watch mate, hope you're still tuning in, even at a later date, but anyhow, good to see you. Hey Tam, morning mate. Nice to see you. Thank you very much. Yeah, 3 million views was a little bit of a, yeah, it's just one of those numbers that's really hard to fathom, to think that 3 million times someone sat down and watched one of my videos. And obviously, it's been plenty of you who have sat down and watched more than one of my videos, so you've counted a long way towards that stats. Thank you very much appreciated. Hey Ollie, how you doing? Alan, welcome along. Good to see you. Bendercat, let's go. Indeed. Hyper, hey buddy, welcome. Bejon Grayley, let's roll. See you, mate. Good to see you. Mark, howdy, my friend. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, whatever you want to call it. Welcome along. Nice to see you. Yes, 2 weeks to go. So, I do this funny thing. I'm going to have to do it now. I go into flight radar and I look at where I'd be if I was on my flight. So I would have left this time in 2 weeks. I will be on a plane, probably, what time did I leave? 7 hours in, so about 3 hours out of Singapore. So I play, here's my flight roulette, I'll show you. What's up? Where's my flight roulette? So there's Singapore's in there somewhere. Australia. Singapore Airlines flight, what time did that leave? I go and try and find my flight. It's not B. It's Malaysia. If Sydney at 3 hours out. It will be up in here somewhere. 3 hours out though. Yeah, no. Look by aircraft size. You know what you're looking for. It's not that big. Although that left, when I looked earlier, that's Sydney to Singapore. So we should be just somewhere behind there, I think. An hour or so behind it. Following a similar flight path. I don't know. Well, that might be it. What's that? Not too. Brisbane to Singapore. It's been in the air for 4 hours now. We're further ahead. Let's be up. Anyhow, this is what I have fun doing. How to keep me entertained in front of a flight tracking website. It's Changi. 2 and it's 99. It would have been, yeah, I don't know. Anyhow, in there somewhere. I don't even remember the flight number to search from. You keep on going back and checking the same flight. To Darwin to Singapore. We've gone past it about 5 times. It's too close. How far is that out of Singapore? Let's see, 40 minutes away. Flying for 7, so I'm on a further back there. We only just got out clearing Australia or something, are we? So, anyhow, this is the fun I have. What's that one? I went to Singapore 3 hours ago. Crazy, eh? How many planes there are in the air at one time? Anyhow, enough fun from me. I could probably go and find it if I knew where I was looking. It will be the same flight number. I'll just have to go and find that flight number, Mark. Anyhow, that's for another day. All right. Hey Tony, hey Tom. Good to see you. Aussie Dan, howdy mate, and Sindri. Welcome along. It's been great to see so many people enjoying the Australian farm server too. It's been awesome. Aussie Dan, I know you've been on there quite a bit, so pleased to see you guys making the most of it. I think it's SI8. I think it's 298 or something. Hey Pity, welcome along. See you. Scoop Steve, long time no live. It has been a wee while, mate. Hope you're all good. Nice to see you. Just same old really for us. Too much happening. Oh, look at this. Might have seen the photos. And if I turn it around, I've got water in it, so I don't want to spill it. The other way, it's a game on it. So I ordered a whole lot of, I got some postcards made for FarmCon. She also might have seen because I shared those on. whatchamacallit, Discord. Just going to quickly, still got some length. Got a GPS course in. I'll do this a little bit tidier. So I got some postcards made, and it was actually cheaper to buy that mug because I had like a 15% discount. If I spent over a certain amount, I got free shipping. By the time I applied the 15% discount, it took me below the free shipping threshold. So then I had to pay for shipping, which was more than the discount for the 15%. So by the time I added that mug in, it actually worked out at about the same price. But yeah, it's my little postcards I had made. I got it. It's like a collector's set. I'm gonna collect them all. 3 and 4 on the back. Argsy Gaming. Bits and pieces. I thought that was it was a bit better. Last year I had stickers and people were like, what's this AG logo mean? It didn't actually tell them anything, so hopefully that'll work out alright. Bit of fun. You need a new hat. It's coming, Tam. I'll bring it with me. When am I in Edinburgh? I need to try and make some arrangements. So I leave Edinburgh on the Saturday, which I think is the 13th. Saturday the 13th. And we'll probably be there from maybe Wednesday. Possibly Tuesday, more than likely Wednesday. I'll be there Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I don't leave till late Saturday night, so sometime around there. Oh, I better send one. I better send some to my number 1 flan. You're right, Bo. Very good point. Lots of flights. There is Yos. There is. Oh, it's nuts. I saw like Flight Radar because I follow them on Twitter. X. They posted the other day. They had the most flights they were following at one time. It was like 15,000 aircraft in the sky at one time. I'm sure it's 50. Maybe buying a vinyl cutting machine, so if I want some stickers, let you know. We've got some. Yeah. Ooh. I've got a whole pack of those I'm bringing back with me too. But thank you, mate. Certainly take you up on that offer. How you doing, Bo? You good, mate? Good to see you. The Houston Flight Radar. I'm forever stalking planes on Flight Radar, Thomas. It's like one of my most visited pages. Now I'm intrigued. I want to find where that flight is. To look. 5 flights. No, that's the Christchurch to Singapore. Channel could probably tell me off the top of his head. 2. The way you do it is you filter the view by Singapore flights. Distract. So yeah. Oh, there it is, 286. I wasn't far away from finding it. 6 hours 46 down, 3 hours 40 to go. Literally just leaving coast of Australia, so not crazy. 6 and a hour 40 flight time from New Zealand, and so there. Literally, Auckland must have gone straight over top of, is that Brisbane? Brisbane. Straight over the top of Brisbane. Top of Australia. Still a long way. So I was looking in the right region. I think we found that flight. Anyhow, that's where I will be in exactly 2 weeks' time. What? I'm good doing, because Scott, how you done? Nice to see you. Hey, Garrick. Good to have you here, mate. For those not leaving New Zealand, the postcards, I can always get some more made, I promise. I was actually really impressed with how quickly they got made, so see about getting some done when I get back. You saw the Texans yesterday, seem to be out often. Yeah, they're always flying around this area, Ollie. How long is flight time to Europe from New Zealand? So I leave New Zealand at... I leave New Zealand at 2 PM on Wednesday, and I get to Germany at 7 AM on Thursday. Plus there's like an 11-hour difference. I'm pretty sure my total travelling time is about 30 hours. That includes I've got a 3.5 hour stop in Singapore. And the add on top of that, I actually have... I leave home at 9:10 in the morning, so I've got to have a domestic flight. I've got a 1 hour flight to get to Auckland before I can leave New Zealand. I think all up it's 34 hours or something. Wow. That's pretty impressive, Mark. I see, I even sometimes get distracted and look at marine traffic too. Why is the page is glitched out? It is. Yeah, that is too long, Scott. Not as bad as it was last time. Last time was 42 hours or something by the time we got to Edinburgh, so I'm pleased we're doing it a different way. Well, I'm doing it a different way. It'd be a bit strange doing it all on my own, to be honest. It is. Probably stop in Brisbane to pick up a single trade delegation. Not on Singapore Airlines, I won't. Sort you out, Thomas. 22 hours to Greece. Don't have to bring someone to surfboard home. I certainly won't do that. That was when I did go to Singapore with Mrs. Argsy a few years ago. It's one thing, she's like, don't make any jokes, don't fool around, just be serious when you're going through customs. That bale wrap texture to work on a bale or the build-in wrapper, you'll need to edit one of the XMLs to tell it to use the custom. Ah, alright, is that right? Yeah. It certainly was. It was a big ouch, Scott, but there was multiple reasons for that. We added basically a 5 hours extra at the end once we got to London. We had like a 3 hour wait and then another hour flight to Edinburgh, which complicated things. So this time going direct to Munich, make it much nicer. And then when I leave home, I leave to come home. I have a night in London before I fly out, so I can't get too distant. Then it's on to the long haul. Anyhow, it's going to be all worth it. It's going to be worth it. It's going cutting. It's emptying before we get to the other end. 86% full. Turn properly, goodness. Worked with the base game, standalone repo only on 180s. Interesting. But your sense of humour is a cheaply baggage. It's a good place for it to be. Place for it to be. That shit was Mrs. Tower. Yep. Those silly buggers. See, I think when I come home, I'm gonna, because I'm going through LA, I get the pleasure of being fingerprinted my 3 hour stop. Am I? I certainly am, Ollie. I was looking actually, I could select my seats on the Singapore flights. I was looking at it and there was a couple of options where the whole row was selectable, so I thought maybe the day before I go I might log in and see if I can select a seat It's got a full row empty. The chance that hopefully it stays that way. There we go. I'm normally really good if there's an empty row, I'll let someone move to it, so I'll just have to make sure I'm the first person to ask. It would want to be worth it. Well, ideally I would have stayed another week, but that's asking a little bit too much. Not enough YouTube members to fly first class. Oh, I got an email from New Zealand today asking if I wanted to put in an offer for an upgrade flying LA to Auckland, and they recommend what you should offer for it. I was like, yeah, no. For $1. You can get down to something that low, but it tells you what your offer, whether it was weak. Was it weak, average, or weak, average, good and excellent or something? Time will tell, Steve. Hopefully we do too, but as of yet, absolutely no idea. Playing your blind card gets you real awesome up seats and sometimes free upgrades. Nice. Hoping that because I'm travelling on my own, there's probably possibly a better chance of being upgraded, but I don't travel enough to that to happen. We'll see. Smile at the right person the right way. Never know what happens. So back to the farm. Well, once we get this finished, we're going to go through and start planting in it. It's the beauty of those planters we've got, they direct seed, so have a look. We might put some lime on it. Some people would go through lime at every time. Yeah, it's still pretty good. It's dropping ever so slightly. Good though. So we'll see how we go. See how we go. Anyhow, how has everyone been? Nice to have you all here this evening. If you haven't already, do make sure you hit that thumbs up button, it'd be much appreciated. I know you're all 100% subscribers, but just in case you're not. Check that you have. Skipping rows and turning left, your favourite. 4 blocks. I've got 4. No, I've still only owned a single block. I've just made 4 fields. Still only that block. But I've started to think about where we might buy. I'm liking the look of that. A little bit smaller, cheaper option. 144 grand. And this one here, see, it doesn't have good soils under it, so I don't know. I want to decide which way we go. This way would be easier in terms of what we've already got from a farm perspective. We could just put a track through the middle of the trees and we're straight into that plot. When you look at it, it's a big clear area without too many trees on it to clear, so at least easier to farm around. See. Let's see which way we go. I need to think about what we're going to put in this field too. At the moment we've got rye up here, we've got canola down there. I have been warned to be careful about some of the other crops, peas and lentils, but I think that could be a multiplayer thing, not a Not so much on a single player game, but I don't know. Some spelt. Kale and Sorghum the same thing. Oh, wait to harvest tops with. It's that old. YouTube's funny like that, Scott. So it's 21 likes at the moment, possibly more, but it's really bad at updating viewers' likes numbers. So funny. What are we drinking tonight? This is the New Zealand whiskey called Scapegrace. It was one that I didn't like when I started drinking it, but I've kind of become accustomed and acquired a taste to it. Oh, it's one Mrs. Argsy got me, so yeah, it's good. Yes. And then a little bit of H2O in the other cup. Chickpeas is the best return. Started block 2 of a few crops, oak, hay, silage, so I can start a sheep and cattle farm New Zealand styles using paddocks. Nice. Yours is stuck on 12 likes, Bo. It's funny, isn't it? Funny how it works. Some lucerne to make baleage. Ooh. Trying to avoid doing too much silage though. It's basically when I buy a new plot of land, that's the first thing I do. Actually, we must be looked last time, but let's just refresh things. Pretty much at, look, we're at 194, 190, but I know we can't. And the agriculture is the same. Hey, Australia. They don't matter, but the port actually isn't a sell point. It's a sell point for the. Can't tag it. Can tag. So it's funny it's in there as a sell point, but not actually. Starting to build up a little bit of wool. Now that we've got a few more sheep too. We bought some more last time. We're up to, what have we got? 80, 125. We're all happy. Got the food. That'll always be 750 because it's using the grazing mod. So we haven't actually put any grass in. Just 3 mil. Thanks, Tim. Cheers to everyone who watches. Appreciate it. It's nice to have my Anywhere object storage update was released last week. A little bit of a surprise. 3,034,000 now. Excuse me. It was nice to have that released. Finally, so I'm going to leave that alone. I know there's some few people suggested some alternatives and things like that for it, but I can't face myself to go through the trials and tribulations of trying to get it all updated again. Yeah, before we go down, because I don't think we get down and back. Hey, farming, how you doing? See you, it's been a while. I'm doing good though. Doing fine and dandy, both of those. Service mod's just gone into testing. Ooh, nice one, Mark. You submitted it, that's cool. So that had a feature where you have to drench and shear sheep or it decreases animal health. Yeah, there's lots of things that make animals more realistic. More work for more reward, maybe? Like at the moment, there's not actually, you don't actually have to do too much with animal. Nice if there was a little bit more. Tail docking. All of that. That was actually one thing I really liked about seasons in 2019 is that you only got wool in spring. Simulate the spring shearing. It's pretty cool. I thought you were going to say kids, weather, farming, weather, family, weather. The usual. Like the idea of the mod, so fingers crossed it goes straight through. It'd be good. It will be a PC only mod though, won't it, Mark? It's a script based one. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed if we do see a new game announced for FarmCon or at FarmCon, that modding's going to be maybe straightforward, simpler, easier, less effort to convert. Let's wait and see. Wish I wouldn't do that. Yeah, about screen's still. See. Marking. Never heard it called marking before, Scott. Be an Aussie thing. We had a question in the quiz the other day that we do at work. What do Aussies call a jumbuck? Two weeks this weekend farming, so first weekend of July, 6 and 7. That's a Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, 6 and 7. Was that on stuff, Thomas? Yeah, it was a stuff quiz. We do that at work. Most mornings do the morning quiz. Hey, Shia, how you doing? Good morning to you. Oh yeah. New ones announced, can I please convert the boot pack? Well, they missed their chance by not having a season pass this year, didn't they, farming? Certainly don't seem focused on making any more out of FS22. I think they could have made lots more out of it. You do it twice a week pretty badly. We're disappointed if we get less than 12. So. Actually, you'll know, Joran. Here's a question for you. You'll be able to answer this for me. How are you, buddy? I'll ask it in a sec. Steele, how you doing? Good to see you, mate. Watching the Euro semis. See, I didn't even realise the Euro was. I was more focused on the Olympics and all that. You know, I was in Germany thinking, oh, what is there I can do? Think about Euros, but what is the best way? Because the Saturday the 6th in New Zealand, Saturday night New Zealand time, which will be Saturday morning German time, is All Blacks England test match, rugby test. What is the best way to watch the All Blacks in Europe? I can think of nothing better than sitting down and having breakfast and watching the All Blacks demolish England in front of FSG. Hey, don't steal. Good to see you, mate. Do you know I saw you streaming on Monday night. Sorry I didn't stop in and say hello. I was half probably going to do just a random pop-up stream. Decided not to when I saw you cracking along there, which was probably a good idea in the end. I fell asleep. She still had the passion for making mods, but 200 mods for a Seto course and probably 100 commission sucked the fun out of it. It can be, certainly for the little experience and exposure I've had doing some simple little things, it can be pretty draining. Also very rewarding too. Normally do the kids want to feel better if you're under 10. The kids one can be a little bit topical for kids and off topic for adults too though. Watching the Drift Masters, Tam. It's is it the following weekend I think is Goodwood Festival at Speed. You know, after fun. Gotta take 2 of your cats to the vets today, I hope they're alright. Just going for a checkup. So fun having to take your kids to the doctor, so to speak. You think it's on Sky Farming? Hopefully FSG might have access to that. I'll find some bootlegged way to watch it, or like you say, Thomas, I can VPN back to New Zealand and watch it by Sky. And Netherlands is hardly a chance to watch it on a regular channel. Okay. I was hoping the All Blacks might have had like a subscription streaming service. I'm trying to remember. I'm sure when I was in Germany. Do you know what? I reckon last time I was in Germany there was an All Blacks test and I watched it in Munich. I reckon I paid for a one-off like 7-day Sky subscription in Europe. So I think you're probably right, Farming. I'll do that again. Hey Darren, how are you? Good to see you, buddy. Sleep is important. Sleep has been important for me lately. I've been exhausted. I think I was sicker than I realised a couple of weeks ago, and it's just knocked it out of me. Had your dog at the vets yesterday, and she's hurt both of them. Oh, a good time. Not only is it not good for the dog, it's never good for your bank balance too. Yeah, unfortunately, Ollie, I think you have to look at where their market is. So, as great as it would be to have a Australasian-based map, and I think we'd be more likely to see an Australian one than a New Zealand one, but when you look at the user base farming simulator, and forget about me being a English-speaking, Oceanic, Australasian-based channel, the huge amount of sport all around the world. But between Australia and Europe, they've probably got 90% of the market, so very hard to pull that away. I suppose it could be a way to try and increase market share by going to one of those other markets. I think it's going to happen. Catch you later, Thomas. Thanks for stopping in and saying hello. Have a good one, dude. Until next time. Routine vaccinations and a health check. That's good. Did a karate grading last week while fighting a chest cold, made it very hard. Did a special belt for beating the chest cold. Roundhouse kick it out of the... I reckon that's... truck. Read it? The truck is probably half full too, but 70%. We figured out that Sorghum's actually a pretty good price to sell at the moment, so this will be going straight to our point. It gets a green stripe on the belt. Oh, might be yellow too, Tam, depends. New Zealand England game can be seen on Rugby Pass TV, a streaming service from World Rugby. Ah, hadn't thought about looking at that. Cool farming. Logging League, is that this weekend? It was originally going to be this weekend, Garrick, but with FSG and others going to the Royal Highland Show on the weekend, pushed it out a week. It's going to be next Sunday. It's a track turned on. What? So, main yard, egg fair, sorghum. Sell point. Sorghum agriculture fair. Since I was worried I was going to pass. Oh, really? Oh, Jesus, yeah. The truck sounds awesome, eh? Love this truck. This is DC Bueller's truck. Mack grain hauling pack. Fitted my bill because it was under 300 horsepower truck. So yeah, following weekend, Garrick. So it'll be the Sunday the 30th, Saturday the 29th. Depending where you're tuning in from. Right, set this off on some auto drive to go and sold. Okay. I'm going to do this thing. Excellent. Off. Once again. Right, not much to go. Maybe one more. One hopper. Not much anyhow. Not that much. Ah, you watch it after the fact. Nice. Things are going to be a touch different this time around, so we're going straight to semi-finals for the teams. Find 2 finalists out of that, and then the solos. I think we've got 9 finalists, and we're going to have 3 semi-finals basically to pick. Winner of each will go through straight into the final. It's going to be pretty ruthless, but I'm going to make one little change where it's going to be over 2 matches. So there's a possibility you could lose the first match by, say, $500, win the next one by 1,000, and therefore go through. So not just a one-off, gives you a chance to redeem yourself. Want to shift tactics or do something a bit different to try and level things out. So that's the plan. It might make for a bit of a long stream on this Sunday, but get through it. Look it out. What there'd be 14 matches. Should be pretty streamlined because it would just be won't be as much downtime between going back to back. Seeing this old machinery makes you glad you were able to use the modern comfortable stuff. Hey, this was probably cutting edge and pretty comfortable at the time. It's got air conditioning. There's a radio somewhere. All the creature comforts. Probably all hanging out in the same spot in the field share. Not very adventurous, that bunch. Yeah, you can just see them over on the hill. Oh. Them all up there, sitting in the same spot. Pause. Speaking from experience, the old ones break down less. Fair point, fair point. Definitely cutting edge at the time. Everything was cutting edge at the time though, wasn't it? Horse and cart was cutting edge after using a stone and a pickaxe or something. Thought of manually having to steer a combine breaks, yeah, no. You farmers. Did the Euros have much effect on my hotel prices? So, not that I can see, Bob, but the only accommodation I've booked is in Marktoberdorf. This is where the Fent Forum is, so I don't know how many Euro fans would have been going there at this time of year. If I was in Munich, then I can imagine so. I'm actually surprised the flights weren't expensive. I only booked my flight from Munich to Manchester last week, so 2 weeks ago now. A couple of weeks ago. I was able to get on that easy enough. It's pretty reasonable. Would expect Germany to be playing in the semis, so should make for a good atmosphere. Yeah, so would have been cool if there was some way I could have gone to a match, but it does not appear to be falling in place. That's right. So where am I now and where am I going to? Right now I'm in New Zealand. Another 2 weeks farming. But this time in 2 weeks I will be about 3 hours away from landing in Singapore. And from there I'm flying on to Munich and meeting Farm Cop and DJ Goham and J-Bot, Farm Cop's moderator. Manager. What's that? 34 grand? 33.5 grand? Nice. Like that. Meeting them in Munich because they get in about the same time as me, a couple of hours after me, and then we're going to drive up to Marktoberdorf on Thursday. And then from there, enjoy FarmCon. From there I'm flying back to Manchester with FSG and going to hang out in Edinburgh with him for a few days. Then on Sunday the 13th I fly home. Well, one visit. When do I fly out? So, leave New Zealand in 2 weeks back. And leave London on the 13th, Sunday the 13th. Good morning from the Australian Farm Server. Nice to see you, Finnish Farmer. Another one of our farmers, farm owners, farm managers, Australian farms. Good to see, mate. Hope you're enjoying it. It's certainly proving to be a very popular server, which is cool. Pretty stoked to see how it's turned out. Good. They need to keep people busy across the different servers at the moment. Yukon, Pelagny, Aussie farms, Southern pastures. Lots of variety. When I get to Edinburgh, I wouldn't mention football. Fly to your house on the way to Auckland? No. Palmerston North. Go straight up over repay normal. Look forward to Wednesday morning. Do you? Yeah, that's awesome. I've got to admit, I look forward to Wednesday evenings. So I'm hoping to I'm trying to think of things to do while I'm in Edinburgh. So we'll have to see. Found there's it's the Scottish Flight Museum, Aviation Museum's not far away, heading out east. Got an old airfield out there, got a Concorde and a Vulcan and things like that, so kind of excited to maybe go and check that out. If FSG's been, you might want to go. Seem to be on a flight path for a lot of flights, so I happen to found a conspiracy theory Facebook group the other day, Bo, which is full of people from Taranaki saying that all the contrails and vapor trails from planes are all chemtrails. There's people all in there just laughing at them going, yep, doesn't happen anywhere else except for Taranaki, you're all brainwashed. You need to be chemically controlled in the Taranaki. Don't want you breeding or anything. Go up Arthur's Seat. See, I didn't do which one's Arthur's Seat farming? That's the one. I don't think we did Arthur's Seat. I went up the hill on the other side, which is a short walk from FSG. Same place he went to on his walking video, if you saw that a couple of weeks ago. But yeah, could go past the sea. Done that one. My stream is your chill out time. Nice. Look forward to the whiskey, not the Wednesday. Well, the whiskey's most nights. And it's not actually. Could be most nights. Right, well, there we go. The hopper. 3 more passes to go. Oh, you've got no idea. I'm pretty sure I know which one. I think it's on the other side of Edinburgh. Reply's not safe for the PG. Sure, my liver's not looking forward to the trip. Look at now. It's on the other side. Peak known for hiking and sightseeing. Jeez, place here. Orby's Craig. Blackford Hill. Yeah, that is definitely the worst part, Bob. And the second worst part is watching half a movie and not remembering which movie you watched half of, and then trying to watch it again, and you realise you've watched that movie already. Funny thing is, I can sit on my computer for 5-6 hours playing games with hardly a break, and time just flies by and you kind of don't notice it. That long on a plane. The other good thing I'm looking forward to this time, I think the longest flight's Singapore to Munich. It's 12 hours, whereas the last time we had like a 15-hour flight. And Singapore's about 10.5. Singapore to Munich's 12.5. So. What else have I got? London to LA, which is the 11 hours, and LA to Auckland, which is 13 hours. So the last one's the longest. I did see I could bid on what they call a sky couch on Air New Zealand, which is basically 3 seats you can lay down and claim the whole space. I can bid on that, and that wasn't actually too expensive. I thought that could be nice. Like $30 an hour if I broke it down by 13 hours. Let's see, this is the time. How much money I spend when I'm over there. Right, 2 more passes, and then we are done. To get into some seeding. Deciding what we're going to plant in here. I'm almost tempted actually to put some seeding on course plan, actually load a few bales up. I get some bales sold too. I can't do that though, because I use the non-data seed with. It won't take long to seed this field. Tell them I'm Sam Shu, y'all upgrade me. Sure, I don't look anything like him, Bo. how many, if I have a look in here, who is this? Showed me how many bales I had. Edit my look and post. To double take them for a second, I was thinking the header was going around the brick. The reel's going the right way. Feeding the crop onto the belt. I find it funny, I don't know if anyone's watched FSG's latest contractor series where they were doing whole crop silage in sorghum, and unfortunately it leaves this as the stubble texture behind it. Even though I would have thought if you were doing whole crop in sorghum, if you ever would, still cut it off quite close to the bottom, I would have thought, take all that mess out of it. Orders Chinook's brother to get the family and friends industry discount. It's actually interesting still, you say that, because when he was still working with Air New Zealand, he did look at flights for me. And it was very difficult to find a flight combination that worked, and I couldn't book right through. So at the moment my flight is booked from my local airport all the way to Munich, so if something went wrong with baggage or a delay or something like that, they'd have an obligation to sort out connections. Whereas if I've booked a flight even from here to Auckland and it's delayed and late, and I wasn't booked on a flight from a linking connecting flight, I don't know if they'd have the same obligation to accommodate me if I missed the next flight. And Chinook couldn't do that through their system that they had. I had to book it like I would have had to book from Auckland to Singapore separately, to Singapore to Munich. I didn't want to take that risk. Well, if you're just joining, welcome along. Nice to have your company this evening. We've just knocked out the second of our fields we've harvested, actually. And so far we've sold everything. So we're making money, which is good. It's always the aim. We've just got a lot of debt. We're still down paying. I haven't even looked at debt. Roughly at one point, started for 2 million. We're down not 17,000 off it. Must have only made 2 months. But we do have a 10-year. It is a 10-year. We've made 5 repayments. Doesn't make sense. Interest at 3.5%. Goodness. So I need to be mindful of that. But we're making money and we're progressing and growing. So we're 5 months in, so we're still another 5 months until we can actually increase the size of any of our equipment. So we're limited to 300 horsepower at the moment. Once we get a little bit further through, we'll be able to upgrade some things. Good. Having subload, which means they can bump you at the first excuse. So I wasn't too excited about that possibility. So I've done it this way. Now we're finished here, the plan is to get this field replanted with something. Still haven't decided. What was your suggestion, Mark? You said chickpeas were the best money maker, so we might go for chickpeas. Give that a whirl. How'd they end up? I know we had them on Aussie farms. SG in the multiplayer, we did them on there. Now, the reason I'm running all the way down here is a very small section. We're not worth it. What are we? 5, 6, 3, 4. What is there? 2 litres, maybe? We get to 5, 6, 3, 6. With 2 litres. Wasn't really worth the effort. Diesel probably, but anyhow. It's done now. So we'll go get this emptied out. We'll go get the truck filled up with what's left in the trailer here. And we will go and get the truck running down to the sell point again, and we'll get the seeders out. Start seeding. I don't think I'm going to worry about it. huge benefit to it at this stage. Not just great, but and we'll head over and get this topped up. Bit of a strange auger trailer, but I kind of like it. I like the way it works. It should be a really good C-tender trailer, which is what I think it's actually more set up for. Isn't it this way? Okay, that's that done. Alright, combine's finished. Cool. Before we whack it on the trailer. Park it over by the pressure washer and make sure we give this at least a wash. Also, I don't think when we've got a heated trailer, we probably actually don't technically need it. Alright, it's taking a wee while, but it will get unloaded. Hey Strody, how you doing? See, you got this week off and a bit off work. Nice. What I got left now? Got a public holiday next Friday. 4 days next week. Today Wednesday. 2 days this week. Days the following week, so 8 days of work left. Not that I'm counting or anything. And do you know there's some things you're just never going to live down, and that's one of them, Tam. Glenn Jones, if you're listening, I see all your comments you put on FSG streams. I have a good memory. Dirty. Maybe. Right. Let's get that all hooked up now. Let's go through and find some shit. Okay, that's that one done. So what to do? Oh, it does say true. Mind. Yeah. Okay. Perfecto. Alright, let's see about getting this topped up. Still haven't figured out my silly button issue. Those days we enter through the windscreen. Or where they have the door. Oh, that it's crazy, eh? The sensor column. Oh, how do we select lentils? Why have we selected? I don't know which one it's going to be. Right. Oh, you know what I need to do? We do anything else. I need to. It's handy. Need to go and see if we can direct seed through the through that bit of grass. Whether I need to go and plow it up. Yeah, I've heard of a few people who've had the issue. Tam, yeah. So look, okay, there we go. Yeah. Just checking. Catch you later, Yoran. Go on, mate. Say hello to Mini U. Argsy. Right. Truck. I can sort the truck out. Third full, so we should get another 10 grand with that. Good. Hello, Kodiak. Yeah, welcome. Grant, hello to you as well. Welcome in. Nice to have your company, both of you. Good egg for you. Go sell that. It's a good truck. Right. Sorghum time. Sorghum time. Eat time. Right in. Go. It's doing its thing, which is good. Seated. Love these are direct drills. Straight in and seed it. Such a time save. But I think I need to start thinking about getting better with using play. Or make much progress. Stream on Saturday with Greyman and Red Dog. Strange being in voice chat with only British folk. Pretty cool, isn't it? I said that it's pretty cool. You can play a game with different people from all around the world and make new friends and connections and all sorts. She had Corpnut comment about that on, I think, on my Facebook post about how, you know, awesome having a community where he's managed to meet new people and make new friends. Pretty cool. Righty-ho. Right, everything's going down. In fact, first time ever, seed usage is going down faster than fertilizer usage. Normally it's the other way around. Green anyhow. We tested it last time farming. It actually works really well. You have to manually put the width in, so well, I think they're 5.3 meters each, so you have to like 15 point. I think I set 15.5. But nah, no dramas. You want to be careful about how you do your rows. You might want to do skip rows or something like that. But yeah, didn't skip a beat. Time we had it set up. I love a good road skipping. Your thing, Garrick. Doing lands. Yeah, you're doing lands or skip rows work. And I mean, like exactly like I have the issue there with that. We get 11 grand. Nice. Just on $100,000. Yippee. Got more money in out of some silage. We got potentially in the silage fund. 60,000. Rolling in it. Yeah, big setup. Although I need to figure out what we're going to do with the big food if we do that. See you, Scott. Good to see you, mate. Have a good one. Thanks for hanging out with us. Soon. I was on stream last time we were talking about going to the chiropractor, weren't we? This time. Apparently I have a very flexible neck. A range of motion of being able to look one way, the other was it's quite flexible, so chiropractor who's a friend of ours is very petite, very tiny, and he knows how to make your bones crack. Sorry, the gas bubbles in your joints. Felt good afterwards though. I walked down. It was about a 10-minute walk from the office. I walked down back, and I'd swear this is probably all, you know, what's it called when you perceive something that's not there, but you kind of perceive it because you're like a placebo type thing. But I'd swear things smelt clearer, or I had a better sense of smell afterwards. Straight. I'll go back tomorrow. Right, well we chewed through, what, 30% of our seed and a quarter of our fertilizer on that. Okay, bad. It's too bad. So, I read an interesting post. Farmer Klein put one up on YouTube, and his comment was, there's lots of people going around asking, what do you want to see in the next farming simulator game? What would you like to see? What's your favourite must-have or new feature that you'd really like to see them bring to the game? He posed it the other way. What of the current game would you want taken out? I was like, that's kind of an interesting take on things. Like, you know, normally you wouldn't want features removed from a game, but it's kind of interesting reading some of the comments and what people had to say. So, thought with following you guys, is there anything you wish wasn't in Farming Simulator? Just wasn't even an option, even if you can turn it off. Is there anything in there that you wish wasn't there? Someone said sugarcane. I'm like, what does it matter? Does it matter whether sugarcane's in there or not? Just don't do it. No one's forcing you to do it. And things like stones and that came up. I was like, again, you can turn it off, but regardless, is there anything? You just don't like grains, Yos. No, it's your gluten free. You don't you go and force your dietary requirements on top of us, please? Tractors, like as in tractors. If you can just take the farming out of it and just make it a simulator, that'd be great. You love doing sugarcane. It's quite a rewarding crop, actually. The fact it grows back. Depends how you want to do it. You want to do it realistically, like use the proper sugarcane harvesters. It can be pretty laborious, but there's some pretty good mods out there to do it quicker. Now you, Mark Thor. Here's the thing, you love doing it, Share, but no one's forcing you to. You don't want to do it, don't. Well, there we go. You guys are all easily pleased. Keep the game the way the game is. No changes. Just re-release 22 with a new badge on it. A couple of new maps. And these guys will be happy. Throw money at you. Early reminder. You do like, if there is a new game announced and you're going to pre-order it, don't forget Argsy Gaming. Buy it through the Giant store. Might as well support someone who's not a gold partner already rather than those gold partners who can't go any higher. I hadn't even looked at chat and seen you there. Oh, snapped. Hey, FSG. You. Good to see you, mate. Get rid of camera collisions when you're buildings. Yeah. Paint the logo. Yeah, just they don't even need Photoshop. Just use Microsoft Paint or something. That's classic timing. It's I just need DJ to pop in now and it'll be complete. Do you know if it's possible to make AI destroyers stubble with custom textures, Benji's Maze, and Bullet Bill's Wheat and Barley? Cheers, followed your textures videos. They were very helpful. Cool, man. Glad they were helpful. There is a mod out there. Someone shared it in... Okay. Someone shared it last week in the stream, and there was a link. I think I messaged it. But there's a mod out there, which is on like the LSFM website or somewhere like that, which allows AI to destroy crops. So long as the crop supports double texture destruction, then the tires should do it. But be warned, if you're using course plan, it turns on your field, and in the crops like it can. Sometimes it will destroy crop. DJ's busy. Doing DJ things. Get aided to the new version, same game with the new year in the title. That's it, Bo. Nailed it. Get rid of the current seasons, go back to 19 way. The 19 way was bad. I think that's one of the biggest examples where something was done well, and I think they had to be careful of not just straight up implementing the mod that had been made for it, doing it in their own way. Mod was better. DJ had like birds removed from 25. That just reminds me single, that's why. You see the bird. You got booked that car yet? We're all booked out because of Euros. Mark. Global Corporate Construction LSFM. Thank you, Darren. There we go. That's the one you want to look for, Harry. I'll look for that. Right, what are we down to? 46. We're bang on 46 with both. In fact, these couldn't be more even with crop and seed, fertilizer and seed level. It is booked. One job and he did it. FSG, I know you liked us in the photo the other day. The other way. Okay. Water. Booked a Robin Reliant. I only need to go one way in it, Bo, so as long as there's room for me to get back to the airport, I'm fine. DJ busy sleeping, Yoss. Still bedtime. technically, did I lean the right way then? Good. Wrong way for me. Yeah, so that just popped up now. Interesting, eh? I don't know why I noticed it this morning that, like, even though FSG and I posted our videos, don't look at two things at once. Even though we posted our videos half an hour apart, they actually both, the bot shared them both at the same time. Strange. I did notice that hit popped out. Mods will be early, so he has to go fast. Get the news done before he does his mods. Fair enough. Is there an FS content creator meet-up planned at FarmCon? Okay. We'll all be somewhere at the same time. Just one big meet-up. Even Dagwin. Not unless Giants have managed to convince him to go to something. Farming. Because he was at Llama, wasn't he? Is that what the story went? He was at Llama because he did a video or something. Llama. I knew I was going to miss another. And you just got the YouTube reminder. Algorithm hates me still. Discord stopped notifying you. It's probably signed you out, but you're not even London. Bigger one's an enigma. It's a AI created by Giants to popularize their games. Does it interest you, obviously, you know, with the rise of AI for the last 12, 18, 24 months, how much smarter the AI could be, the traffic AI could be? Scroff's going to FarmCon? Yes, he is, yeah. FSG's really dead. No, FSG's really Jason Statham. Already had this conversation. Yes, I'm. Yeah, I'm looking forward to meeting Scroft. Yeah. I've already locked down exclusive rights to that one, FSG. I've offered him page 3. You're going to have to go to the cover to try and get him in. He needs the thumbnail. Not that bad at them. Whoa, shots fired. I mean, you're not wrong. Not wrong. A group selfie. What, the Oscars selfie? Who was it? Who was it, FSG? It was someone in our community. I don't want to say any names, but I think who shared a... Mr. Sealy P shared a photo from FarmCon last year. All of us lined up, sitting up on the balcony watching. And right at the end was Mrs. Argsy, and all you could see were her legs. It was someone commented on the legs at the end of the row. They're like, don't care about the content creators, look at those legs, or something along the lines of that. He was flattered. Throw us off the altar. Okay. That's right, that's how you do it, isn't it? You don't do something the same way you do it normally. Was automating him and his partner. Is she coming? Is she going to FarmCon? Beanie? David, that was right. I wasn't saying names, FSG. Sick. What are we down to? 15% fertilizer. So suddenly our fertilizer usage must have been on different soil types over here. Our fertilizer usage has gone through the roof and the seed hasn't. I'm going to have to top up on both at some stage, which is surprising. I haven't had to do that yet. Name and shame. I'm leaving that in chat. AI avatar of yourself. Shave my legs for this year's photo. I'm just looking forward to once again Bo going from the middle of winter and still being the brownest person here. Name and shame. Shannon, how you doing? G'day, mate, from Australia. Well, g'day to you, Shannon. Welcome along. You'll never know farming, you'll never know. AI is so good these days. We're actually talking about it on the news. This is a bit more of a dark, sinister sort of thing, but the quality of deepfake videos and that AI is doing. Oh, are we out of... Are we out of fertilizer on one? Is that because... I know why. We're out of fertilizer on. I bet you it's the front one. Look. Because we seeded that little bit of grass first. No, it's not that one. Okay, maybe we're not out of fertilizer. Alright, let's see if I can do this. Probably not, but oh. We'll give it a go. What's first? So, okay. Oh, okay. Okay. There's two done. It's the one on the other side. It's parting the waves. Oh, hit a trailer. Close. Missed it. Right, this one topped up. What's it? Now, I don't think I'm going to be able to do this normally. Back out of the trigger. Go back in it to the fertilizer. Right, full up of everything. Everything closed. That one down, and that one down. Right. So on chickpeas. Okay. Yep. Front one. A little bit further. Right. Done. AI scares the crap out of you. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. I went out for lunch with a friend today, and as I picked her up, she was on the phone. She's like, I've just been told my credit card's maxed out, and scammers have taken 10 grand, like 10 grand limit on her credit card. It's been maxed out. What? Yeah, it turned out it wasn't, they hadn't got the hold of the number or something, but something with her Apple ID had been charging to her Apple account. Whether someone had hacked her Apple account and then used her saved credit card to purchase things, or whether there was an app she'd downloaded which would give her permissions for recurring payments that was somehow stripping her. Pretty scary though, regardless of whichever way it was done. It was, pretty scary. But Easy Dev comes into its own. Yeah, it would do, wouldn't it? Muck around with all of that. Enjoy the videos, keep them coming. Awesome, thank you, Shannon. Might be a little bit quiet for the next month. Lots to do before FarmCon and then travelling. But we'll do the best we can. Got Logging League and definitely one more from the field before I go. So keep an eye out for those next week. Plus a couple more live streams. Plus a few more videos scattered. Yeah, a couple of mat tours to try and do actually. I'll see another 60 next Western Australia. Oof. Don't know if I could face doing that again. I've been thinking about doing it maybe when I get back. Tackling Australian farms as a 4X, but maybe more of a farm management type series. Some big equipment, big fields, but not quite on the scale of Western Australia. We'll see. I haven't actually looked. I know Camille Agro Farm Rock 94 or whatever his name is had recently updated Western Australia. I've downloaded it, but I haven't actually looked into it properly. What changed? SM and FSG go head to head on the new Wilpena Pound map. What's that one still? I'll have to have a look. Is that on Mod Hub? Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty intensive, eh? That would have been the other way to tackle this map, would have just been money's no object, how big can I build? On a challenge. Alright. I know what's happened, but can't create new tabs on Chrome, so I'm just going to leave it. I'm not going to tempt fate and have it crash on me. Alright, come on. Straight line and scroll same time. Lots of map updates lately. Ah. Embarrassing. We'll go back. Oh, is that Jewel Valley like Greedo? Ah, yeah, Wilpena Pound. Yeah, Jewel Valley. So Greedo's been in chat a few times, Steelhorse. He made the Yarra Valley map as well. He's been in streams a few times. Yeah, it does look like he's set it up. He's done a good job actually at creating it, so it's sort of ready to play. competitive type map. We haven't done one when it's just you and I, sort of, kind of like the way that Dagon and Chainsaw have. We haven't done that kind of series, but yeah, we did have the community competitive multiplayer server, and it was a little bit. Let's just say we're all friends at the end of it, but it was dubious whether those were going to last for a while. Yeah, that was definitely more community. Yeah, Jewel Valley. Yeah, so Greedo's been in. He's been in stream a few times. The Yarra Valley map he made is was his first one. It's loosely based on the area in Melbourne around where my auntie and uncle live. Hillsville, up that way. Friendly head to head. No, I did see they had a stream on it. Yeah, apparently VF's got a secret weapon he's pulling out soon, according to one of his other streams I watched. Let's see how that goes. He saw ham and eggs on there, was he? Oh, good on him. Good on him. We'll have all the inside knowledge. Case of ploughing up everything and putting grouse in, isn't it? Isn't that the best way to win it? This is going to work out well, actually. We're going to get this field finished, and it's going to give us a little bit of time to maybe go and cut down a few more trees. Maybe load a trailer load of bales or something. What I should have done, I haven't, is turn the auto drive off. Costing us this whole time. Have it on infinite. Single lap. The other thing I don't know with chickpeas what the growth cycle is whether it's a quick growth cycle and we'll be able to harvest these pretty quickly, or whether we're going to be waiting. It's alright. No matter. Yes, VF's another one that'll be at FarmCon. Keep building solar panels. G'day Elite, how you doing? So FSG, have you chosen your bottle of whiskey, your select bottle of local whiskey you're going to take to FarmCon? When your sport for choice, really. Good mate, is there any whiskies from down around your folks' place down Cheshire way? Something other than a Scotch whiskey. These 5 months, okay. So it's not too far off though. It's 4 months, it's the quickest one. Not too far off. Can you get whiskey installed? Can, you're just not allowed to take it out of the country. Oh. You got a special, yeah, okay, special edition artwork. Oh. I was going to ask actually, I was having a look at things to do when I'm up in Edinburgh. Have you been to the Aviation Museum, Concorde and the Vulcan and National Scottish Museum of Flight or like that? Nice, Ellie. Good to hear. Good to hear. Good day out. So, also looking at, I know we talked about doing go-karts at some stage, I was looking. Doing DJ and Pharmacopper there. Make it a proper competitive go-karting outing. Can you download 16x Western Australia? If so, where from? You can. You have a look on my Facebook page, facebook.com/ArgsyGaming. Then I shared a link a month or two ago for the latest version. And the latest version is a little bit complicated because it has a whole lot of required mods, and also you need to download a save game or something to set it up and work it, but which is a bit strange. But yeah, definitely going into Kenya. The whiskey rooms. Much to say about them. You're in Scotland. They were fantastic. Let's head on over this way. Lift that up so we go a little bit faster. Definitely chew through the seed and fertilizer on this field. More costly with that. Lower the middle one down. Not Find out our wee little mistake there. How many times do people do that? You've driven over it with the tractor and you think you've got it, and then you find you missed it. More often than I'd like to say. This can work out right. All finished. Ski at the map. Change colour to whatever chickpeas are. Pale pink. Salmon. That's salmon. Salmon to me. Give it a go. Shouldn't be too hard. Just follow the instructions. You can follow instructions, you'll be fine. What was the consensus from the FS chat the other week? You're never doing it again? Never doing what again? Tweet back in here. I got distracted then because I saw Bear's Den coming in and saying hello Argsy and awesome to catch a stream, and then dropping 20 gifted memberships. Are you serious, Bear? Thank you so much, mate. It's awesome. Look at that. It's gone too fast for me even to see exactly who picked up memberships then. Let's follow the instructions, and it is an instruction. Thank you very much, mate. Farms and Bob, Kirk, Pity, James, Michael, Ryan, Eric, Chris, Latman, Aussie Gaming, Empty Pockets, Dan, Christopher, Bonnie, Marcus Anton, Chevy, Grumpy Grey Farmer, Amy Bootstrap Farmers, David Larry, Daniel, Timbo, and Ollie. All picking up those memberships. Awesome, mate. Thank you so very, very much. It's incredibly generous of you. Thank you, thank you. I can only assume Chinook is on night shifts or day shift and tired or something like that. Oh, yeah, I can go. Just happy I finally got to catch at least part of a stream. Mate, it's a pleasure to have you here. Pleasure to. Right. Right, that around that way. There. Why not raise things up? Here I did not. Oops. Well, happy you're here as well, mate, but you certainly didn't need to do that. Very, very much appreciated. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Right. Put that down there. Go grab some bale forks and we might load up a couple of trailer loads of silage. Oh, we've got some time. Maybe go and cut some trees down. More meetings, better duck out, chat to you after. So yeah, sounds good, buddy. So stopping in, get you in here. Normally you can't let anyone out for gift them. The poor old rooster's gonna get sick at this rate. Off, gotta go be an adult. If you're done by the time I get back, I'll catch you next. Cheers, Tam. Good to see you, mate. Hope the silage. No, not yet. Still, haven't got that far. No, but after our conversation last week, well, I figured out I actually spent and sort of Steel was referring to. We were talking about whether you could actually custom label bales, and yeah, Mark said that Disturbed had it done, so I actually went exploring to try and figure out what needed to be done, and I found it. It was kind of cool. Pleased to manage to figure that out. This map's similar to the Western Australia map. So this map is, oops, I'll zoom out on maps. This is a 16x map, Shannon. So in terms of fields, it has none. Each of these blocks is a, gosh, I want to say 500 square. Yeah, it's 16 across, and it's 8 kilometre by 8 kilometre. So it's the same area, it's the same size as Western Australia, but it has no pre-made fields on it. So as a town down here with the sell point, the train which you can't actually use, there's this port down here which you can't use. So it's really it's a start from scratch map. Best way to look at it. So that's what we did. Started from scratch. Right, let's get some silage bales out. Stacked. Stack and pack 'em and rack 'em, boys. Oh, fucking, there's a movie reference in that one too. Do I need my weight on the back? I probably do. First ones. Oh, we're alright. Need the weight on. Need the weight. But anyhow, yes, I did figure out how to be able to put your logo on it. And Tam was also playing around with it too, and he was getting it all sorts of embossed and had height maps and everything on it. So, oops. Oh, you catch this one. So I need to play around with that a little bit more. Smile away, boy. Those ones over. Turn the wrong way. I need to get out of there, but it's alright. They stay nice and neat. Not too worried. Crap, it's a trap. No worries, Shannon. No worries. Yeah, it's something a bit different. It was built, Aussie Modding Corp who built it, did it basically as a, for them as a multiplayer server. So it's kind of done the way that they wanted to play, and probably why it, you know, isn't as refined and polished as other maps might be, but certainly you can plough fields and make fields and grow crops and have animals and cut down trees and make money, so ticks all the boxes for me. You need a nap at 1 p.m. How are you going to get through FarmCon if you're napping at 1 p.m? Or are you not going to have decaf at FarmCon? So I'm hoping with my trip this time, I was trying to set up actually an RSS feed in Discord to be able to use Facebook as a sort of stay updated with my travels and everything like that. But it hasn't quite worked so far, so I'm not already on the Facebook page. Make sure you jump in there and follow along. I'm going to try and make regular posts and, you know, just little short 10, 15, 20 second video updates and post them more frequently rather than trying to, obviously I'll try and vlog a whole lot. I'm actually in the process. I don't know if some people will know, some people won't. FarmCon last year, basically I lost my whole first day of recording. I had no audio. My own stupid fault. No one to blame but myself. But kind of incredibly frustrated, so I never actually ended up making a video after it all. And I've actually pulled the footage out for the last month. So I've been filtering my way through it. So I thought I might do a video just before FarmCon this year as a little bit of a, this was FarmCon last year, this is my experiences, you know, looking forward to this year type. Just have a little bit of a recap. And it's kind of cool going back and just remembering how much of a fun time it was. And I'm certainly going to make sure I'm not going to make the same mistakes I did last time with my audio and things like that. In fact, I've thrown the troublesome cable. It's not even close to where my microphone is, so I'll be able to make the same mistake twice. But as part of that, what I'm planning to do, I'm actually going to do a little setup tour, setup video of my gaming setup for you over the next, maybe this weekend. I'll record that just as a little bit of a test to make sure everything's working with the camera, phone, but everything's working there. And that I don't have any issues, because I obviously don't want to run into any this time around. That's the plan. So here we go. I was a little bit of a holy hell, I'm actually here last time around, whereas this time I know what to expect. I know what I'm getting into. Right. Not going to be quite so much deer in the headlights either. I sent it to you, your voice, everything won't be what was said. I so wanted to do that. Alright, let's do, do I need to actually follow up on it? Let's go to, yeah, right, let's send that off. Go do its thing. While it does that, let's go over this way and cut some trees down. Right, now, which ones do I want to keep? I'm going to keep this one. Well, I didn't cut this one last time, but get rid of it now. Hey Paul, how you doing? See you. Oh, what do I need to be doing while we're doing this? Stumps up, so I don't have to come back and do them. So I have been round, I've munched up all the stumps, so we shouldn't have any stumps from our last escapades of cutting trees. I didn't take it on those trees. So we should be all good on that front. Right, keep the ones I wanted to keep. I'm going to try and see how the body responds. I did that once when I was at university, actually, just completely stopped coffee. Don't know if I'd be able to do it now. Challenge. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea and actually drink more water. That's one terrible at it. I mean, it does sound interesting. You get to voice everything, though. Alright, so I'm going to keep that one, that one, that one. This one. I'm going to keep that little bit of the field there. Straight across from this, so I reckon. Right. Love lumberjack, being able to cut from further away, and so many good that added. So what I want to do is go up in the air for a sec. Yeah, so there's the road, so it's straight through there. Leave those bit of trees in there. Right, cut everything else down. That is the plan. Just go 2 weeks without coffee when you were offshore. Don't know why I did it, but it wasn't hard. Different. It depends. If you're in a completely different environment, it's probably not hard. Yeah. Back on the ground now. Is there anything on your shortlist you'd like to add to your current streaming setup? So I've literally had delivered today was a steering wheel mount. So on that you can set your foot pedals and steering wheel on. I haven't had a chance to set it up properly yet, but I did get the wheels out and did put it together tonight. Pumps and bobs, so it was certainly something that's been on the list. I just don't have the space for it. But anything... Now, to be honest, I'm pretty simple in it all. I really want. Obviously, the dream would be to have a second PC. One thing I'd actually really enjoy would be having... At the moment, I have 2 monitors. I've got a 27 there, which is what I game on, and then a 24 that way. Which is what I have Discord and OBS and YouTube and everything up on. But I'd really like the monitor on the left to be vertically mounted, and I don't fucking vertically mount. I just think it'd be better use of the screen space to be able to have things stacked. So, apart from that, not too much. Too much I want to change. I need a new mouse at some stage. I've just ordered some new earbuds, so I really enjoy using in earbuds. So I used to spend so much time with over-ear headphones on, I'd get sort of skin issues around my ears. So using earbuds has been good, but these ones are actually starting to get a bit frail. They were just ones I got with, they actually came with my phone at one stage. They've been really good, so I've been cutting the stumps down. Carried away cutting down. I've just got some new in-ear buds on their way, which I'm excited about. Can you still use Courseplay? Yes, you can, Shannon. Yep, I've been used it a couple of times. Yep, no dramas. Once you've created a field, once you've plowed a field, you can scan it. Courseplay will scan it. So if it doesn't do that, then you can manually scan it, manually record a map. Yes, you can. It's up. You can monitor. It's got to catch up. The problem is, and you'll see it if I do a video, is I'm actually really cramped with my computer, as I don't have a huge amount of space. I've got something else in the wings, which I'm hoping I'll have before the end of the year, so I don't want to say too much. But if it comes off, it'll come off. Asking if he's to give me a PC setup. Gets his request to put on the streams. I threw it into Steelers his Fanatec steering wheel now that he's Thrustmaster. He's no need for it, so told him I was going to bring that back. I'd like to think, like, I'd like to be able to show people you can actually, you know, run a channel, you can have a small successful channel with without having to have all the Flash setup. Have all the Flash gear and big ideas or anything like that. Right, simple. It's the road. It's the last one up here. So I looked at some Sennheisers. What I've got though. Okay. I can't because why? Oh, that's why it's. If okay, there was a pop-up on my screen that I hadn't seen. So I just got these. I had a look at what the best options for these came up as I googled best gaming in-ear headphones, and some of these were recommended, the wired ones, triple driver in-ear phones. So I'm keen to see how they sound. They look pretty cool. I've got these ones here coming because they're exactly the same as the silver ones, but cheaper. It'll be a deal on them. So we'll see. Yeah, Sennheisers, I think PB Tech had a pretty thumbstick's so good. So that's what it's kind of what I'm grappling with at the moment, Garrick, is I've got this wheel stand, and I was going to use the Ori steering wheel on it, but then I was trying to decide what to use for the joystick, whether I use the Hori side panel or actually maybe use the farm stick instead. Obviously you can pair the two of them together, it doesn't matter. I might actually do that. The only thing I think that the Ori has, which the Thrustmaster doesn't, is the little throttle lever, but if you've watched me use the Hori one before, it's actually not that helpful. The way I've got it configured might configure better if I figure it a different way, but it doesn't actually do much. So. Certainly is. Certainly is. Looks a bit like. Stick. Oh, that's. It definitely is. But I had it saved in the folder. Yes, yeah, there definitely is. Oh no, some task files are farm stick user manual. Have a look. This one. Oh, there's a user manual you can download, but then I also think they had a mapping image, so didn't top. Yeah, but yeah, definitely have a look on the Thrustmaster website or something there. Right, what have we got left to cut down? A few over here. It's going to be a job for us next time, I suppose. Here are more trees. What's my plan? So the challenge I set myself, Shannon, was it's kind of a start from scratch. I started off with debt. So instead of starting off with nothing and sort of having to buy things, I figured it was too big a map to just do a small field and a little bit of grass with a 10 horsepower tractor and that sort of thing. So I bought everything and then debted myself up to it. So I've got a $2 million loan. The other thing I did is I limited my horsepower, so I couldn't go straight out and buy a 9RX or a quad track or anything like that. So I started out with a 300 horsepower limit, and I go up by 100 every gaming year. So we're 6 months into it, pretty much 5-6 months into the game. So in 6 months' time, I'll be able to, for any new equipment I buy, I'll be able to buy 400 horsepower. Tractors, combines, trucks, those kind of things. The year after that's 500. And the year after that, kind of getting up to 600. Maxing out, just about. But yeah, I'll just see where it takes us, see how far we can go with making some money and buying more plots of land and building something. FSG link to map of the farm stick. See if I can find it. Yeah, definitely, it definitely is. Definitely is one around. Brought yours through eBay, save money but still cost. I find doing a Kaguri in practice much less tiring. Yeah, right. I definitely find them lighter. Like I use those. Just a light pair of Logitech G435s wireless. That's what I use with my PlayStation. And they're really good. They're quite comfy and they're quite light, but some of the other ones I've had haven't been anywhere near as good. There is that nice pair of Rog Strikes ones, but I've got a broken microphone. Right. Which I just use those as earphones now. That'll be what I take on the plane with me, actually. Travel with those and use them on the plane, probably. I don't know. We'll see. Right. Here we go. Last tree. Get this one cut down and that'll be us done. Did you consider wood chopping those stumps and running around with a bucket to pick them up? Nope. Life's too short. Nah. Not on this scale. Takes me long enough to chip them all. Deal. When you pressing buttons. Oh, what's happened? Oh, you've driven back without unloading. No. Because I didn't tell it what it had. Why can't I specify what it's got? Oh, how frustrating. Alright. Yeah, but then I'd still have to go around and pick them up. You probably wouldn't get me any anyhow. Oh, you found that mic when you were cleaning out your desk. So you're going to fix it then, Bo? Your cat walked over your keyboard. I wondered what that was. There you go. So everyone else can enjoy what Shear's cat had to say to us. It was Ukes versus Bvzgs. There's a streamer I watch who has a cat he plays piano in between games, and his cat sometimes walks over his keyboard while he's playing piano and plays its own music. So he's called his nickname's his cat Meowzart. Meowzart. Set it to unload, not load. Yeah, I could have just set it to drive there too, Tim. When's my next live on this map? Every Wednesday night, so same time, Shannon. But there might be random ones coming up. I might do a live stream tomorrow night. We'll see how we go. I've got a couple of map videos I need to kind of get looking at and recording for maps that aren't going to be released anytime soon, but I kind of want to have them before FarmCon. So here we go. Have I got a PS4 or a PS5? I've got one of each, actually. Share. The kids use the PS4. PS5's mine. I've actually still got my PS1, PS2 and PS3 as well. I'm hoping to eventually get a gaming room set up where I can have them as museum pieces. It's probably not much use for anything else. PS3 still works. I haven't done that for a wee while, team, to be honest. It's because I haven't been consistently recording, so. And so I'll make the chips. I could, yeah. For the value of the chips, I might as well sell a silage bale probably. But no, I haven't done that for a wee while, Tim. like I said it a few times. The passion for Farming Simulator is still there, but the enjoyment hasn't quite been lately. Live stream's still a blast, easy to get on here and just spend a couple of hours chewing the fat with you guys and playing the game, but just sitting here on your own and just recording a video and talking to yourself, it's a little bit harder. That's all part of it. It's all part of it. Look, it's that. So no, I haven't done that yet, Mark. Let's do a live stream tomorrow. Here we go. See how we go. Bugs is actually away tomorrow. Funny how just having them off the end like that made it incorrectly weighted. Here we go, 2 grand. Those bales. That's what I mean. Get the ground cleared. I need to find out about putting a weight on this so I can unload more at once. Think of upgrading to PS5. Well, do you play Farm Sim on PlayStation Share? Because I'd suggest there is a new game coming out, you would be wanting to upgrade, because I highly doubt that PS4 is still going to be supported. Get fed up editing videos. It can be a bit of a grind sometimes. Sometimes I'll get an hour into recording a video and then be like, oh, it's not in the mood, and end up going and doing something else. Come back and record it. The rest of it later. I admire anyone who does this full time. I was thinking about it. You know, I've chatted to others about this before. Imagine being in the position of this being, you know, Farming Simulator being your channel. One thing I've, you know, you do lots of research, and one of the comments is, if you're going to be a gaming channel on YouTube, don't just focus on one game. You're narrowing your target audience, all that sort of thing. Well, Farm Sim's different for me. Farm Sim's, it's something you just kind of get sucked into. I don't know. But I'm only doing this because I enjoy it. So, you know, I'd feel forced if I tried to do any other games. I've tried a couple of others, but I've always thought about, you know, those guys whose soul living, like I've got a day job, still go to work every morning and come home every night and know that I'm getting a paycheck. People who rely on the game, if let's say Farm Sim, if let's say the next game is a complete disaster and the release is terrible and no one plays it, so therefore no one watches your content, you know, can you imagine how hard that would be? I don't want to for those people. Yeah. Anyhow. You said playing your Steam Deck. Ah, there we go. Yeah. Just be aware, you might find, if you were planning on getting it on console, there is a new game, then highly likely won't be supported. In fact, I think Giants have already said they're not supporting it. Stu was saying the other day. Anyhow, g'day Matt. Good morning to you. How you doing? Most games at the beginning, middle, and end. FS just keeps going. You're exactly, and that's where people are starting to talk about the game as service type thing, and could it actually just progress and continue in without actually having to release a new game and, you know, pay for updates. But what happens with the engine updates and those kind of things? Make old stuff redundant, or I don't know. Burnout, yeah. It's also like the other thing to realise, and this is something to tell that any young YouTuber, new YouTuber, when I say young I mean channel size, you can go in the world and make a YouTube channel, but I consider you a young channel. You know, yes, the algorithm, but at the end of the day, you've got to do it because you're enjoying it, and Don't go and think that posting a video every single day is going to be the key to your success. Just be consistent. One video a week's what you can handle. Do one video a week. I started out only doing 2 videos a week. And threw in a live stream, and it's only got to the point where I felt like I had to do a video every single day. Kind of pulled back from that a little bit. So I think I'm going to push all those trees into a pile, maybe chip some of them next week. But I'd like to get in and get this field, get the grass mown. Actually, I need to go through and use delete objects to clear those olive trees out because they suck. But clear that area, get it mowed, figure out where we're going to put some pigs, because I do want to put some pigs. I forgot we had weeds, so I need to figure out how to spray some weeds. Might load some more silage bales, so got plenty to do next week. Plenty to do all the time, actually. Here we go, that's us done. Park that up there. I remember what we were doing. Keep us going. Also a Lego-like element to farm sim. Yeah, there is. I think Lego's good. I've actually been thinking about how I can improve doing my Lego building too. Whether I could actually bring more of that into it. Particularly now I've got those bigger sets and need more space, and whether actually, you know, the focus is more on the Lego than the game, and the game's kind of just in the background if I do. Or even if I don't play the game at all, just build the Lego. Don't know. We'll see. See where we end up. Anyhow, that's us done. It's 10 past 11. I need to go get some shut-eye. So, as always, thank you all very much for watching. That's all for joining. You're peaceful for farm sim, but don't think they had course plan ordered. No, it wouldn't have on PlayStation. Script only mods. Like everything in life, do what you enjoy if you can. Exactly, Mark. I've very morbid, but I've known too many people who've got to the end of their professional careers lately who've sadly succumbed to cancer or something like that and didn't get to enjoy retirement. So that's part of the reason I'm going to FarmCon, because it's something I want to do. Might as well do it, eh? Not going to be wanting to travel like this when I'm older, and I might not get the opportunity to do something like this. So let's do it. Right. Thank you, everyone. We're at 46 likes. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, please make sure you do. It's been fun to have you here. Keep an eye out. I'm on the fence. I might jump on live tomorrow. If not, I'll be recording a video. But yeah, we'll see. This has been fun. I enjoy them. Live streams are just the best. And of course, huge thank you to Beer for those 20 gifted memberships too. So if you're a member, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you're synced to Discord. You get the YouTube member privileges. And yeah, if you're interested in joining some multiplayer servers, do jump on the Discord and join some of those. Anyhow, that's me. I'm out. You guys have a good rest of your Wednesday day, morning, afternoon, evening, whatever it is. Your time. Catch you soon. See ya.